Alrighty.
Next map seems to be DE Cache.
Oh, cool.
Mm-hmm.
Is it the volcano cache or?
It's like FM Bone Cache?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it is. You can tell by the shiny graphics. This is the de facto official cache nowadays because of the Operation Beta. Operation Bravo.
Yes. Operation Bravo. Operation Beta.
Yeah.
The only thing that I've seen the bomb get stuck in those spools in mid so many times. Well.
Yeah, and you guys did that to us a couple times as well.
Mm-hmm. So we're on knife round. I'm in the server, by the way.
Good. Should we alternate this time?
Alternate?
Yeah.
If you want.
Let's do it.
Alrighty.
It's
Gonna go free look.
Me too. Oh. I was wondering if they would draw crosshairs for knives, like a little.
War Owl just got tagged.
So in this strat, they need to rotate out the wounded guy so you could like make a play.
You want to get one guy on the roof of that building to jump in and get the knife headshot.
Frag round goes down. That will leave the teams to decide.
Wonder what they're gonna go with here because I know this is a pretty even map. So.
I can't actually tell. We'll know when the restarts come.
Who is waiting for the winners of this match, by the way?
DTI Esports.
TI.
Uh-huh.
Should be starting any second here. There's the first restart. I don't know if there's going to be any more after that, but looks like Frag Machines is taking CT side. Band of Cavaliers is going to be on the T side here, so pistol round.
Pistol round indeed. You are watching SIBO TV. I'm Cotton. My partner is Klops. This is Frag Machines versus Band of Cavaliers Map 3. It's been a funny series. They haven't been great games, Clay. They've just been lopsided one way and the other way. And this time we hope to find a real close one here with a lot of traded deaths. Four-man death ball moving into bomb side A. Miller and Omni teaming up to bring down the first pair. And SLI doing a lot of work there, getting an assist and a double for himself. No deaths at all for the counter-terrorist. Frag Machine takes that one so easily.
You know what's funny about the two maps is that they've both been lopsided too in the opposite how you think they would be. Nuke, the T side was stronger. Train, the T side was stronger. It really doesn't make any sense what's going on here.
I've got to tell you, it's really. You're right. There's not a lot of logic to it. It just. They are just running over. Oh, beautiful shot, by the way. Clay, let's just take it over. I'll give it a thought while you're doing this.
Alright, Omni gets a nice shot right there and then picks up another one. So that's 2 kills by him. Miller picks up a double for himself with a grenade and a headshot with his SMG and a bit of lag here. Looks like
is this a pause or a lag?
The clock is still going down, so it looks like the server is possibly lagging. But it looks like I'm on Dix's perspective, and he's looking right at two counter terrorists with his crosshair in between both of them. So I think he's probably as good as dead here. So
I'm looking at Miller Main right now, and he's got his crosshair almost onto Dix. Who's the other one that he's looking at? The number 4 man. Omni's almost got his crosshair right on his face.
That's actually funny.
Yeah. No, you're absolutely right. These rounds aren't good. I mean, some of the kills have been very good, obviously. These players can play at a high level, but the execution has been sloppy, and oftentimes it's just one team getting run over, and they move on to the next round. But strangely, it's not consistently one team getting run over. It's like they trade off getting run over.
Yeah, that's what it seems. So I'm interested to see how it's going to turn out here since, you know, like, we said, this is a much more even-sided map so far. Frag Machines taking getting a strong start here, picking up the second round. And even on the last maps we saw, eco rounds were going well in the favor of the people who were on the eco. They were pretty much stopping the usual three round win at the start of each half.
That's correct. Now we have one going into the vents. That is actually the entire terrorist force has made their way toward B, but they're getting rejected heartily by Kyre and Noobler, who spray down. Nice spray transfer there by Noobler to pick up a double and get a headshot onto War Owl. That was something of beauty. Frag Machines has put up 3, and we're on to what we think should be the gun rounds.
It definitely is going to be the gun rounds. 5K apiece for each member of the Cavaliers, so they should be able to buy their AKs and their nades. I'm wondering if Frank Grimes is going to try to pick up an op here with maybe just Kevlar vest, no helmet. And that's exactly what he did. Damn, I'm good.
Smart call. Smart call.
So, let's see where he's going to be actually going. The number 9 man. He's actually peeking towards long A. So, yeah, interesting there. The number 1 man SLI puts a smoke down in that entrance, which we've said before on this map. The entrances to each area of the map are very small, and one CT smoke can delay the terrorist quite a bit if it's placed. So they're just looking around the map, trying to get work picks. Ender is going to be able to come up with one here. Does get that kill on the Miller main, and that's going to open up mid a little bit here. Omni is still sitting in there, and he has an op, but he has his pistol out here. What is he doing?
Did Frank Grimes just tag that entry shot on SLI? Because he's down to 68, and I didn't know that that shipping container was pierceable.
It looks that way, and Grimes actually took some damage from himself. Noobler grabs a kill 2 over at B, so good defense by him. Unfortunately, we missed that. But that really is going to put the terrorists in a bad position here. Fender, you got me saying Fender now. Fender does not get the kill. He's at 5 health. That was Frank Grimes getting a nice op shot boosted onto the mid box. Omni returns the favor, and now this round is looking more in favor for Frag Machines, as Frank Grimes and Fender are both at such low health. So smokes go down. They're going to try and get in here. Omni gets a kill with his pistol, and SLI finishes it off. That makes it 4-0, and that's going to put the Cavaliers on a save round.
Frag Machines leading 4-0. Clay, if you make your name as difficult as WTF Ender has, I'm going to call him Fender. Until he changes his name to fit our naming conventions, it sticks that way. Frag Machines leads by a lot, and Merry Band of Cavaliers needs to mount their comeback now. They cannot buy this. Well, they actually could buy this round, and you don't need nades necessarily as much as you would on a nuke or a train to succeed. A lot of people can get away with just gunplay on this one. But they opt to save and be safe on this particular occasion. 3 lined up at the A entrance, 1 in long A moving toward the squeaky. This is not set up for success, and it's going to turn into a massacre if they just charge out here, because they've rotated 3. They are all waiting for the entrance here. This could get ugly. SLI sends the first volley. No longer warning shots. That's Twisted who goes down, and Fender who goes down after him. Frank Grimes backs away from the door thinking, okay, all right, that's not going to work.
I just got to say, based on the play we saw last map, I'm surprised that Kyre and Noobler have actually stayed in B this round.
Well, they also know it's an eco round, and there's not a whole lot of threat to a bunch of people running around with pistols. They play at a distance, so
well, but with how aggressive they were playing in on Nuke CT side, it just seems a little strange. But
maybe they've also been chastised a little bit after having pushed so often and gotten burned so often. They've tried to slow it up a little bit and then hang on to their sights here. By the way, somebody covering up their eyes there. Frank Grimes, the last one left, gets gunned down. Frag Machines leads by a perfect 5-0 thus far. That's got to be a good feeling for them, because they started a little messy on the last map, and they've started absolutely perfect on this one.
Absolutely, and not too good of an eco round for the terrorists. They didn't pick up many kills. They only got Kyre, so forcing him to rebuy isn't going to do too much damage to the CTs. Looking at their money, all are doing quite well except for Miller Main. He's actually the only one who's quite low, but he only has 1 death, so that's a little strange right there. Maybe he's been buying for his team, even though the total death tally on the CTs is only 3 deaths. That's strange. Okay. Either way.
It'd be cool if like one of those track stats in the in-game thing told you like recent buys or something.
Yeah, yeah. So Frank Grimes trying to get a pick there. He actually retreats, heads back towards the A area, and he's going to look that way. And you saw that defensive smoke over at A, and also seeing one at mid. So like I said, that's a good way to get the terrorists to stop from being able to do a rush, and it's going to put them on less time to work with on these rounds. So taking a look at the map, we see War Owl, Twisted, hanging out in mid, Dix over at B, and Frank Grimes trying to work that pick on long. On A. Misses the shot, SLI picks up the kill. That's going to be huge for the counter-terrorists, and that's going to make it a 5 versus 3, and the bomb is down in mid. They pick it up, and they're going to start working A once again, even though they were just denied there.
Probably smart for them to keep on trying it. Mid control is just too important in this particular map that they have to start turning their fortunes around by making that opera uncomfortable. And now it's hard to do with it this round because you're not working with a ton of nades or anything like that.
Yep, Miller Man picks up the kill right there, and that's going to make it 6-0. Merry Band of Cavaliers should be able to buy because I believe 6 is when you get the losing bonus here, and looking at their cash, it does look to be the case. So they're going to be able to buy, and they should be able to hopefully get something going here.
Now, Merry Band of Cavaliers is buying all these smokes and flashes, but they're dying with them, Clay. They're not using any of them, and that tells me that they're a bit inexperienced in terms of playing on cash. Sure, they know the layout of cash, and they know how to run around it, and they know the call-out spots, but they don't have those set smoke pieces that they're using on Train. They're not using the same set smoke pieces that they used on Nuke. It's a bit obvious to me that they don't have the set smokes to block off White Truck, and they don't have the set smoke to block off Quad, and the one to block off, CT entrance at B. There's just a lot to be used here, and here's one finally landing in front of the mid pick spot. But I've noticed thousands of dollars of nades just go with people to their graves.
Yeah, I was going to say they haven't been using the smoke on mid at all, really, and you were talking about isolating that opera, and that's one of the key ways to do it. And that smoke really isn't even that hard to throw. It's a pretty standard smoke, so it was interesting that they haven't been doing it the past few rounds.
Smart flash there by Omni to slow down the aggressive push that the terrorists want to issue at mid here. Merry Band of Cavaliers will step up and fight Omni with a shot that that could have been like a double kill there if he had landed that shot there. War Owl lands a timely shot to save his teammates from an untimely death. A lot of time used in that last sentence there. A back flash from SLI. Smart play will blind somebody coming up on him, but he does a 180 and looks at his own flashbang. Textbook mistake that you cannot pull off. Kyre is left on the clutch. I don't know if he'll try, but it will be quite an epic attempt if he does, because there are 4 people alive, despite the fact that Twist is sitting at 2 health. He's got 1 above him, 1 by Quad. Hey, these are all obvious spots. He's obviously played enough to know where everybody's hiding. It's just a matter of will he be able to turn anything into a kill here, which he doesn't. Merry Band of Cavaliers is finally on the scoreboard at 1 round. Frag Machines sporting 6 to their 1.
Yeah, and losing that round, I mean, not too detrimental. It does take Merry Band of Cavaliers off of their losing bonus, so if they do lose another one here, they're going to most likely have to save, and Frag Machines could, keep their lead going here. I believe only Kyre is the only one who's actually hurting in terms of money, and we do finally see War Owl throwing down that mid smoke, so that's going to block out Omni's shot here once again. And it does look like they are going to be favoring B this time around. Frank Grimes has the chance to pick up the kill onto Noobler. Kyre misses the shot as well, so a couple fails going down across both sides here.
I could have sworn Kyre put that shot on target, but I think he might have not had his feet settled.
Yeah, he might have just moved at the last second. Notice it's quite easy to do here, and in Go seems easier to not have your feet planted in terms of in relation to Go. Not Go. We're playing
1.6.
Go. Yeah, 1.6 or Source. So yeah, looking at the map, not too much going on. They are still favoring that B area. We see 2 people in mid, and Frag Machines still being the cautious team, not being aggressive like they were last map. And that's really good. As you see, they're not taking any unnecessary kills because of it. Noobler gets a nice kill right there, but the entry is good. And look at this, it's going on across the map. The entry to mid goes down as well, and that leaves SLI. SLI is still holding an A and not even rotating. That's a little strange. I think it was pretty obvious that the majority of the team was going to be.
Thus far, or at that point, I think there had only been 2 terrorists that really exposed themselves to the vision of the counter-terrorist there. And if you look, only 3 people have kills. I don't know that that they really registered that there were that many terrorists over there, and SLI probably just didn't get called over.
Well, he's doing a great job on entry right now. Gets 2, and the bomb is planted and it's running out of time. So this is kind of a wasted effort, kind of. But I mean, if you could get those terrorists to rebuy, then it's not so bad.
Yeah, we call that a victory there. 6-2. Counter Terrace started off on a perfect 6-round kill, but finally 2 in response, and Band of Cavaliers is looking to string a couple more together to catch up after losing a bunch early. If you look at the kills here, our former MVP, Mr. Fender himself, is hit a rut. He's totally hit a rut. 1 and 8 for him. The rest of the field looking pretty much even for both teams. Equal contributions from everyone here. One man is at long A. That's Dix. He's going to be setting up to peek, I believe, the squeaky door with Fender. What the fuck, Ender? Damn, I can't. I'm never going to say his name appropriately. is bringing the bomb and dropping it right at the main entrance of A. SLI will be the one guarding against him. It's a full-on spread. It's a poke look. They're just going to be all across the map trying to find their entry there and rotating toward the weaker side or the side that they get the entry frag on. Now, in the personnel matchup, you do want to be targeting what seems to be a weaker hold by SLI and Nubler. If you can find those positions on the field like they just did and get that kill, they can move into sites quite easily. Dix and WTF Ender have seized the site. War Owl bring up the back, will pick up the bomb for them. Nice coordinated bunch there without having Fender turn around to go pick up the bomb. Retake from the counter terrorists looking good thus far. 3 of them already pressuring the site. They're going to have Omni join them in a second. Here comes the retake. Everybody's going down. Warall's the last one left, kind of stuck behind that shipping container. Can't really move. Our number 6 man totally surrounded. Meets the firing squad, and Nubler will give him that headshot. It's a 7-round. No, excuse me. It's a 5-round lead. It's a 7-2 scoreline.
Yeah, it was a great retake by the counter terrorist. Like you said, SLI was looking a little weak that round. He dropped pretty early, but the counter terrorist did a great job. And there was also alert going down in mid. I don't know who it was from the counter terrorist, but he was waiting for that push to come through mid, and it came, and he picked up the kill very easily. And yeah, as you saw, Warall just couldn't get the clutch 1 versus 4. And that's going to give the round to Frag Machines, which makes it 7-2, but we are still on a bye round for the Cavaliers here. Looking at the map, split 1 at A, 2 at A. Actually, it seems to be they're going for the same setup as they did last round, and I like this play at A if they do it correctly. You could get noise going in one side, in either the squeaky or the long A hallway, and then have the other person come out and get a kill while the counter terrorist is looking the opposite way, if done correctly. I don't think they're actually going for that. I think they're just going to try and work it together. But SLI playing a different position as he did before, because he did kind of get gibbed on the last round. 3 members of the terrorist team, 1 over at B, 2 hanging out around in mid, and the defensive smokes are delaying these guys quite a bit here. We're actually seeing Millerman coming over to the mid connector towards A, excuse me, and he's going to help out because I think SLI may have maybe heard something or seen something over in the long A hallway, and they seem to think that the bomb is going to be going towards A, and they have guessed correctly. Seeing the number 4 man is rotating over quickly. SLI does get a kill, but 1 goes down for Frag Machines. Twisted picks up SLI, and now it's a 4-man defensive hold in the site, and that's going to leave a 3-man retake. Omni can't seem to connect with that op. Firing out nades, waiting for his team to arrive. You don't want to go in solo, so good job by him. Flash goes down. He's trying to pick up an auto for himself. He does get one. Nubler and Kyra both pick up kills, and now it's a 2 versus 3. Nubler doing work, and that's going to leave the clutch man, Frank Grimes. The bomb's already being defused. He goes down. Good round. Good retake by Frag Machines.
Very textbook retake there. That was something that should have been probably documented. You can't really do it any better than that. A good flash together, everyone entered together. The entire terrorist team got pressured back because of how forcefully they entered, and they just cut down the terrorists without them being able to respond 1 by 1.
Yeah.
2 rounds for Band of Cavaliers. They've already given up 8 to Frag Machines here, and though you may say that they need to win out and kind of say that, you know, tongue-in-cheek, this is a pretty even map. If you will say that if it leans one way, you would actually say that it leans a little bit more terrorist-sided. So this is not how they'd wish this particular half to go. Millermain stepping out of mid will be fighting Twisted, who's in the big warehouse. Kyra steps out, who is in checkers, sees actually an impromptu high-low there. Nice setup there, but Nubler will finish this round? Yes, he does. Nice spray transfer. That's the third time we've seen Nubler land a nice spray transfer. 2 times he did it with a FAMAS. Third time he did it with an M4 there, and they didn't stand a chance coming around that corner.
Yeah, him and Kyra seem to be working really well on that side together, and they're holding it down quite well. So I don't know if Merry Band of Cavaliers has put that together. Both 2 or 3 times they've tried to go there, they got shut down pretty hard. So I think if they've realized that, then they'll realize that they need to work mid and A, most likely, to try and have success.
I think we have one contribution from the gallery today that they could be using Molotovs to stop people from entering, but I would contest that they haven't really had too much trouble holding on to B, so that expenditure for incendiary grenades, because CT side uses incendiaries, not mollies, they don't really need that. They're working, like you said, really, really well in tandem.
Yeah, and I think, for the cost of the incendiary, I think the smoke does the job just fine. And look at this, entries going down. Good entries by the terrorists. Actually, they haven't made it into B. They're actually entering into mid, and they get another one. That's SLI. So they have full control of mid and A for the most part. They know that Kyra and Omni play B, so they just got to transfer over. And look at this, Frank Grimes doing a little bit of distraction. They're holding him in the site. He did get the visual that they are both still there, so the site at A is free and clear, and Omni is rotating over to the truck. And actually both counter-terrorists coming from the same firing window, so that's a little unfortunate. Kyra actually moving through mid smartly. He picks up a kill. That shot from Omni, I think it hit Fender, actually.
It might have. By the way, free and clear, is that a laundry detergent?
I don't know.
I swear it is.
I really don't know.
Yeah, I heard it, and it just sparked a little thought in my mind. I thought I'd heard that one before. Frag Machines has tallied up 9. They're looking quite strong here, and Merry Band of Cavaliers is facing... They can buy, but they're fairly weak buys. You can tell right now if you look at their weapons on your HUD that they've... Oh, actually they can't afford the nades. Frank Grimes, however, will be sporting AK and armor only. The rest of them looking okay. Now War Owl has only a flashbang. Clay, they're beginning to use them a little, but most of these nades are just like they're not being used to enter sites.
Yeah, I mean, a little bit of flash is going down there in mid to use it for an entry, but yeah, I definitely agree. They're just kind of throwing them and not really following up how they need to be.
Now this round happens to be the round where they turn it around, and I could sincerely tell you, Clay, that the Caster's Curse is one of the most real things in this world. As soon as you say it, the opposite happens. He'll remain stalking in the smoke, will try to do his lurker predator role. I love when players make plays through smokes, but unfortunately he cannot. You know who does make a big play? War Owl absolutely obliterates SLI, and Miller Main, who turned the corner, finds Dix waiting with his AK pointed right at his eyeball. Merry Band of Cavaliers has 4.
Yes, they certainly do. The money for the counter-terrorists still looking pretty good. Nubler or Omni should be able to buy one of their teammates, Miller, if they need to. And that is definitely what's going to be happening here. So, I mean, this is going to be a big round for them because they are tapped on cash now. If they don't get this round, then they're going to save next round for the final here. So they need to get this one if they want to close it out with a strong lead. I mean, 10-5 will still be strong, or 9-6 is still pretty good. But
so, actually, Clay, another comment from the gallery. Somebody asked, why would you buy multiple smokes if you only need one per strategy? And I would contend that this is a good way to justify it. You have one smoke for your strat, or maybe you use 2 smokes for your strat and you have 3 or 4 left in your inventory. If your entry goes haywire and you lose because your entry man sucks, or you lose the engagement and you need to re-engage and start moving around and adapting your strat, you'll need another smoke to get it done again, and you need to keep a running inventory. And a good in-game leader has a good sense of how many nades are on the field, what do we have, what can I use, and what's at our disposal. And that's why you buy full buy rounds. You don't just save that money and you're like, oh, I have 16,000, I'm not going to buy this smoke. You got to use it.
Absolutely agree. 2 good defensive kills there from the counter-terrorist. Ender does get one for himself, and then Kyra picks up another one. But yeah, like you said, if the entry doesn't go good and you need to move to another site, or rotate and then possibly come back, you need to have other smokes to make sure you have a safe entry wherever you actually end up going.
We've got an Owl with clipped wings coming around. Doesn't really matter. Brings down Omni. He's going to get a bomb plant, and though he may not clutch this round, that was a big play for him. That, I swear to God, he should have died. There should be an incendiary.
It was just barely behind him.
That's ridiculous. Like, literally, he was a pixel away from getting burned alive, and he somehow managed to dodge it.
So that round does go to Frag Machines, which they needed. The bomb plant going to give Mary Band of Cavaliers the extra cash they need to buy on this save round, even though they're looking quite healthy in terms of money. But yeah, so we should be seeing a full buy from both teams, and yeah, 10-5. Even if Frag Machines loses this round, they should be feeling pretty good about it.
They have begun to flex their muscle, but you know, I don't know that one team is markedly better than the other one. And if one team was just kind of sandbagging it, maybe Frag Machines wasn't trying so hard in one particular game, that could also be it, because honestly I don't believe any team aside from, you know, Frost Gaming would absolutely blitz you every round. But you know, Mary Band of Cavaliers hung with them and also took it to them in the second map here. So it seems like it's the any given Sunday sort of mentality that the NFL sports, but I can't help but feel like Frag Machines should have always been favored to just win out here.
I agree. Yeah, that's initially what I thought as we went into this, because you know as I predicted them to win initially, but like you said, it seems to be pretty even, and it could be anyone's game here. But so far, Frag Machines just seems to be back into their groove for this map, whereas the Cavaliers were in it last map on Nuke.
2 good kills there. Kyra and Omni combo up to bring down 2 more terrorists, leaving Warl and Twisted left. They will try to go to A main, but they have SLI waiting for them, looking right at that doorway of the entrance. They just can't catch a break here, and they're cut on their side of the map. And if you're a terrorist, you have 30 seconds left in the round, and you can't get out of your spawn. This is not going well for you.
It certainly is not. 11-4, a good scoreline for Frag Machine as they take the first half. You guys are watching CVO TV. This is the altPUG Show League semifinals. The winner of this match goes on to face, I'm forgetting again, please remind me, Brandon.
DTI Esports.
DTI, thank you.
Domination through Jake Fenger innovation.
So the round, the second half is going to be starting here.
Play if I may.
Yeah, please.
Tune in on Monday. Week 3 of CVO Season 3 continues, sporting one game that we'd like to point out and that we've already pointed out to you, our viewers, but I know somebody else or some other peoples have joined since then. iBuyPower facing off on Monday against Complexity on this channel. Tune in. That should be a clash of huge titans. Now, it's your pistol round, Clay. Go for it.
Thank you. Looking at the map, the terrorists are rushing towards middle. They're just going to try and get this over with, it looks like. 2 are going towards A, so it looks like they're actually going to try and do a pinch here. Excuse me, onto the A side. Kyra gets killed there, but Warhol responds in kind, and now he's got the defense against 2. Picks up a headshot, and the trades are just going back and forth. Frank, Grimes, and Twisted, the only 2 members left alive for the Cavaliers, and they got to try and retake now. And
Frank Grimes just did so much damage.
It did, and he's actually... Oh, what?
Sit down!
The bomb is planted. That nade does a lot of damage as well. Then look at that. Omni can't get the kill on Frank. No, he does get it. It was just flashed, and I didn't see it, apparently. Twisted, the last one left alive against 2. One of them at super low health, but look at that. Omni, nice headshot right there. Cleans up the round. And that's going to put Frag Machines in a very good position here to just close this game out early.
Yeah, they tack on another 2 rounds, and they'll be walking or sitting pretty. I think in the rare case that this happens, this may be cause for the surprise buy for the CT's next round.
I would agree with that.
Frag Machines has left Miller Main in spawn, who was temporarily AFK. He will be picking up the bomb to follow up everybody. It seems to be a 2-3 split with a boost at mid. They'll send 1 over the top to check things out.
CT stack at B.
It is a CT stack at B. Mid-control, Clay, is something that Mary Band of Cavaliers really did not emphasize in their attack, in their particular half, and I think that really showed up in the scoreline here. Frag Machines had a huge lead because, you know, they never really shut down mid or controlled mid to the degree that Frag Machines is seeming to commit to. 2 left for the counter-terrorists. That's Warowl and WTF Ender, now just WTF Ender, who's sitting in the big warehouse with his Darkwater stat track USP. He'll turn the corner, find Kyra, can't land that kill, and in a bout of crouch walking streak.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. Kyra was like, he would crouch, shoot, and then get up and strafe to the left, crouch and shoot. It was very odd.
It was just, it was like the fundamentals Kyra had ever known about playing Counter-Strike just flew out the window, and he was like, I'm just going to noob this one up.
So we aren't seeing a surprise buy here from the CTs, which is a little bit dangerous as they do need to start getting the ball rolling. If they let Frag Machines get to 14, that's going to put them in a bad spot here. And look at this, the mid control from this terrorist, looking to be strong once again as Fender comes out, gets a kill. That's the bomb down. No, it is the bomb. Yes, it is the bomb, and it might be in a bad spot. It might have went into the wall, maybe? Either way, good defensive hold there by the counter-terrorist.
No, it just popped out of the wall. I think GoTV was a little bit wonky. It's actually by the they just got picked up.
Okay, so they do get it, and it's a 2 versus 2 now. Dix is super low on health, and both counter-terrorist oneers in each side. Twisted looked to be, was he disconnected right there?
I have
No response from him. He was looking right at him. Either way, that puts Dix on the clutch. He's got a Galil for himself, and he's going to go for this. If you can see the health, he's going to know that both members are super low, so this is very viable. But he gets shut down right there very hard, and that's going to give Frag Machines 14. They are going to be on the tie point.
Frag Machines on the tie point. Merry Band of Cavaliers had their merry say, but it looks like Frag Machines will be shutting this one out. I think, Clay, I'm lagging.
It's either a lag or a pause because like I said, I think Ender was DC'd or something right there.
I see. That's what the pause would be. Yeah, Frag Machines, you know, I can't really speak for them, but perhaps they just didn't focus enough in the nuke match, but right now they just seem dominant.
That actually just looked like lag. Everyone's moving around again, so
It was lag all the nuke match?
But someone did drop actually from the counter-terrorist team. That was Twisted, yes. He did drop, and unfortunately he's going to lose all his money for that, which that just sucks.
Yeah, no analysis there. That is just sad. That is terrible. Tie point round for Frag Machines. They will send 2 to the boost, send 1 on top. I believe that's going to be Omni with his Galil. Yes, they're going to send 1 to A main. They're going to send 1 to Horseshoe and 2 to Warehouse. Omni comes up at the top, finds no one at the spools or the big box. First kill by Miller Main looks good. Fender goes down, and that was brutal.
Yeah, that was a shot that Ender should have hit. He had the op drop on him. I like that op drop. Yeah, he had the drop on him with the op, his reaction just wasn't good, quick enough, and Miller Main just connected 2 nice, beautiful shots with the AK onto his head.
Miller Main turns the corner, nice 3-tap onto Dix. He also damaged the player at the white truck, who was War Owl, very badly, allowing Nubler to clean him up, though he didn't get the assist. Now 2 counter-terrorists alive, 2 counter-terrorists alive on the far side of the map with not too much to work with there. Miller Main peeks the crease between the car and the wall, and he gets absolutely punished there. Nubler will step out, find Frank Grimes looking the wrong way, and not connect with any of his shots. Now Omni will do that work for him. Nubler struggling to get that kill with Twisted, but finally on the 4th try we'll clean it up. It's 15-4 and we're on to the match point, Clay.
And it's going to be a partial buy here for the Merry Band of Cavaliers at best.
Yes. They're going to have to full buy here and try to win out. There is no more tomorrow. This is for almost all the Ps. This is not the grand finals. Frag Machines looks to close it out now, and Nubler, by the way, ironically, in juxtaposition to his name, is sitting at the top, 20-6. Great record for him. Miller Main completely flashed out of the back, looks to retreat back into the big warehouse and gets run over by Dix and WTF Ender. Kyer comes back to help out his teammate. They cut out those 2 pushers. War Owl and Frank Grimes now face off against SLI. Kyer and Omni, 3 left remaining. SLI using his auto shoots War Owl in the back, leaving Frank Grimes left to save the game and save the day. He and his Brightwater M4A1 all alone. This is where you start whistling the lonely song. Clay, you hear that harmonica?
I don't, but no, I know what you mean.
Yeah,
he's in a tough spot here.
First shot on Frag Machines. Kyer is good. I gotta tell you, Clay, this is where you start hearing the voices in your head. You know that meme, like feels all of his Counter-Strike teammates watching him?
Yeah.
This is it. 43 seconds left for the for the terrorist. The bomb plant will eliminate the clock and reset it. Now it's all on Frank. The smoke does not cover up all his vision. He is not paralyzed from it, and he will eschew the ladder. He's going to go the ground route. Sees 1 at the forklift. Can't clean it up. SLI has sent the Frag Machines all the way to the finals. Good game for them. Fun game for us.
It was. I'm glad we went to map 3. Those first 2 games were a little strange. But yeah, good good game right there by Frag Machines. They really tightened it up on that last map and closed it out nicely.
So, Clay.
Yeah.
We have sad news. We were booked for 5 hours, and yet this thing will go on for 7 to 10 hours. I don't know that we can do the grand finals.
That is unfortunate. I know I have to get going. But yeah.
As do I. It is my grandfather's birthday.
Partying late.
Yeah, well, after dinner, it will be around 9 my time, and then it'll be about time to do the whole pre-gaming thing. I don't know how to reconcile this with our viewers. I feel bad. I
Yeah.
feel very...
It's unfortunate.
All right.
See.
Let's not make this a sob show. This is SIBO TV. I'm Cotton. My partner is Klops. Season 3 is all on this channel. The best teams that you know in North America play in SIBO. Come watch. Come play, actually. Come play in SIBO. Sign up. Bring your friends. Follow this channel, please. When you do follow this channel, we can get you more resolutions. Matrix CSGO says, cast it. Stay on. I know. Honestly, guys, it's just about bookings. We absolutely would love to do the grand finals, but we can't put in the 10-hour workday today.
Yeah. Sorry guys, it's unfortunate, but I mean it just ran a little bit longer than everyone expected. So
All right, Clay. For you who do the sign off so well, I believe this is your time to shine.
alright, that's it for us guys. You've been watching the altPUG Show League. I don't know what will be going on. I'm sure there'll be something said. Maybe there'll be something going on for the finals. But if not, that's it for us. Have a good night. We hope you enjoyed watching, and we thank the altPUG Show League. altPUG, it's not altPUG Show League. We thank altPUG for letting us cast their matches. We really appreciate it. And hope you guys enjoyed. Please follow the stream. Follow us on Twitter and Facebook. And also check out YouTube for all the VODs that we've been doing for the past 2 weeks of SIBO. As well as you could probably find these up there tomorrow, if not by Monday. So other than that, you guys have been watching SIBO TV. I'm Klops here with Cotton. And have a good night, everybody.
Bye. What?